Here we go. I think this is a Medic demo review. And it is 30 minutes long, and we are on process. And he is healing his team. That was weird. His beam kept breaking. I don't know if he was doing that intentionally. Usually what you want to do is just keep the beam on the guy that's furthest ahead of you until he leaves your range. Then you heal the guy who's still in range. There's a soldier bombing above you. You should be looking up at him so that you can see if he's aiming at you, where he's like strafing to, so you know which angle to surf from, you know? Don't look down at the ground when you're trying to dodge a soldier. You should be up there forward healing your scout because he's chasing, and that scout was like isolated. You don't want to leave your leave your players alone. God damn it! I have to mute Mumble. Is this a lobby? No. I think that's a scrim. I would hope. I don't know. I can't tell. You tell me, Charis. So all I was saying is that you should be healing the guy who's if like you have health and you can afford to go forward, you know, you should be healing the people that are fighting. So you saw that scout running forward to go fight a scout. You want to be up there with him just in case he takes some damage. Guarantee that kill. So now you guys just killed their demo, I think? Isn't Max a demo? If it's the same Max that I'm thinking of. So you guys are trying to walk through choke. You sent a soldier through. You've like kind of delayed your entrance for a while. So if a soldier was gonna jump, then he probably would have come by then. But it looks like your player died. Oh, your demo gets launched in. So there you popped at 110 health, and they had a demo isolated, and you had 2 full health players on him. That's a situation where you don't need to pop. Because no one else on their team was even close. So, basically, all you needed to do to know you didn't have to pop there was look to the right. And the fact that no one else on his team was there, the demos, you would know that that Uber would have been wasted. Because sure, you'd get the demo kill, but after that, you're going to get nothing. I don't want you to like think that you need to milk all your Ubers until you get the perfect Uber, but that demo was a free pick. Like there's no other way to describe it. If I had to be a non-human animal, what would I be? Probably a cat. Alright, so they're trying to walk through. Ooh, I thought you were going to arrow him. They're giving you tons of room, so you should take it, definitely. I don't know which one is their medic, so I haven't been able to keep track of the Ubers this game. Alright. There you want to, in situations like this where like your teammates are peeking, unless they're like full committing, you don't want to get too close to the choke points. Especially not the spam lanes like here on bats or near rollout. Looks like you guys are just going in. I'm not sure why you'd send a soldier to the left and then just Uber in on the right. That doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. You might as well have just had everyone come in, take out the sentry, then once your team is in, then the soldier should jump. Like, the timing of that push was just way off. Or you could bring your soldier in with the Uber as well to destroy the sentry. But another thing is, I feel like you don't have any... The last 2 Ubers that you've had no escape plan. Like, you Ubered, and then the Uber ended, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and then you die. I think when your Uber is fading, you should be thinking a little bit more about your escape. Alright. You guys should start pushing. You got like 3 picks or something right now, and you guys are standing on a freaking point. On the freaking point! You can hear the trap there. I would just go lobby or something. This is taking way too long. Way too long. So you guys lost 1 player, but I guess you guys are pushing again. You must have ad. Ubered your soldier. Here now you just want to chill, kind of hold this side. You got 1 pick already. Now you want to get heals on your scouts. And then once you can heal a scout, then your soldier jumps again. And then you push across, basically. That should be the timing. Like you Uber in, get the kill, regroup, buff up, then repush. So you kind of did it, but the scout just didn't rotate in for heals, which is the only problem with that, in my opinion. So I guess your roamer's doing the fast rollout, like a super fast rollout. So here you got your demo to at least 100 health, and you can tell he's not going to die. So I would just start healing other people, which is good. You don't want to overheal your, like, overheal him. I guess that's kind of confusing. You don't want to heal him too much. Because usually a demo sits at, like, a long enough range where you can tell far in advance whether he's going to take damage, because people have to, like, go really deep to get to him. And he's, like, you know, he's not going to get one shot. If he's just getting chipped, he won't die. Here again, you're like, the Uber ended, and you're like, oh, I'm on Spire. My entire team is on the ground. How did I get here? And then you're dead, because you're isolated and alone. So, I think what it seems your biggest problem so far is that you overextend during Ubers. You're not considering your exit strategy at all when your Ubers are fading. Also feel like your team doesn't build that much. The other thing is, I think you're running double gunboat soldiers, and I don't think you have a scout that is really playing the combo that heavily. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I saw an invite team once run double gunboat soldiers, therefore it's the best way to play TF2. But that's not true. It's not that simple, at least. In order to run 2 gunboat soldiers, you really do need a scout who's going to be playing with the combo. You guys pushing a really weird style, like, yeah, that's really weird. Like, if that's a suicide play, just make it a suicide play. Don't walk your combo all the way in. After you get the force, and then you kite, and then you, like, go back in, like, then it's fair, but, like, I don't know. If that's a suicide play, you shouldn't be walking through the doorway. You know, maybe you let your pocket spam, but you don't lead at all. You never really lead as a medic. So they got the cap, they have positioning, their medic lived. They have advantage right now, so you should be playing kind of back either near your IT or near sewer. And you should have people on the roof. Like, your whole team being on the ground here is not ideal. Admittedly, you guys were down numbers, so you should just keep running, honestly. There's no point in committing to this. You're just going to get rolled by Uber. This is, like, when you should be reminding your team what the Ubers are. Yep, and here you go. Getting rolled by Uber. Alright, that guy should have killed you. Let's be honest. Can I squeeze him to make him even smaller? Shrink, little kitty. Look at me still going strong. I haven't been streaming for that long, like 3 hours. That ain't shit, man. They're going choke now. So you guys lost a 1v1 on the flank somewhere. So there's a scout behind you. Alright, he's gonna die, luckily. And then someone died to a trap. So now you guys are down 2, sitting on middle. With a slight add, I think. Oh, I would not be going forward. I guess they didn't commit, but I was thinking they were going to full commit there since they have the number advantage and the spawn advantage on you. But one thing I do notice is, like, you keep finding yourself, like, I feel like you're getting stuck in front of your teammates. Like, maybe you're, I don't know who the main caller is. I can't tell if it's your pocket or you or who. But it seems like you're, like, kind of lagging behind the call, whether it's to back up or to, like, commit. Whenever that backup call comes, it seems like you kind of linger at forward. So you're either not, like, reading your teammates' movement very well, or the call is not being made, or you're not, like, responding to the call very fast. Because what should be happening is, like, if your pocket's backing up, you should have, like, already been backing up, or backing up, like, immediately. Yeah. It should never happen where your pocket backs up and then you're, like, in front of him, because you run faster than him, you know? Hello, KB. What's it like on the other side? Alright, so you're gonna send your roamer again. Oh, they send a soldier in. Alright. That was interesting. Holy fuck, no. Don't flash 5 people when they haven't Ubered. If the other team has not Ubered, you flash 1 person and you try to get him as deep as possible to force their medic, and then the rest of you all back up. Because by flashing 5 people and putting them all in the choke, you're just setting them up for the fattest solo Uber of all time, which is what they tried to do, but they beefed. But that soldier should have gotten like 3 kills with that solo Uber. Disbanding your stream. What does that mean? Abandoning, you mean? It's okay, KB. I forgive you. What is this streaming time? I don't know. I'm just streaming right now. I was kind of tired earlier, so I did a bit of a late stream today. Let me see those thighs. You stick around for Q&A, maybe you'll see them. Alright, the Uber. So you just weren't tracking the Ubers very well. Like, being at their health pack is not a safe spot to be when you're at a 50% disadvantage. You should either be, like, your side of the point, or at your IT, or at your rock. Are you the best friend I never had? I don't know you that well, to be honest, man. I don't really have any best friends in my life, if I'm honest. So they have a slight add again. You don't expect them to have Uber yet, but you know they have advantage, so either you go for a dry push now and, like, try and do a lot of damage and see if you can get a pick, or you all hold back and just keep building. Am I keeping those cute fingers and toes in line? I think they're in line. They're not crooked. And you're dead. Holy shit, man. That medic isn't deep. Okay, they came through IT. So you guys must have gotten a late-ass call. Usually the best thing to do is have, like, a scout sitting lower IT, just getting that early call down there. Hello, Taco. You've opened 4,000 TF2 crates? That's insane. Is that profitable? Or are you just a gambler? Do you have a problem? Alright. This is when you should not be healing your demo. Also, you guys got a really early pick, which means you guys have like a super big advantage in the early mid. Sometimes what you should be expecting is that the other team will just do an all-out sack for you. Since you guys are already winning the mid, they'll try and just equalize it by suiciding onto you. So just holding W and going forward can be a bit risky. If you are going to go forward, just make sure you have like a lot of people on your team to like body block. So this is a much better Uber. Since that guy's chasing your demo, yeah, it's worth it to flash him. If he wasn't going to, it wouldn't be worth it to flash. You guys just need to clean up that soldier, get people on high ground, and then push forward. That was good that you got crit heals on that scout. Heal those scouts. Heal those scouts. Also a tip, I think this jumping movement that you have is not the best. It's something that you don't really see any other medics doing, is just hopping around. It kind of makes you a little bit easier to kill, I think. Because you kind of move in straighter lines. Unless you were like air strafing around, but you're just jumping forward like bomp, bomp, bomp. But if you were like doing something like this, maybe it'd be a little bit better. But that'd be hard to maintain with like a with your mouse movements. Alright, you guys are going in through lobby. Alright, I want to see if you think about an exit strategy here. Nope, just out in the middle of everywhere. Uber's over. Look where I am. Use it to predict surfs? Well, you're just spamming it, I don't know, when there's scouts around. But if it works for you, I guess. Oh my god, KB. You could buy a car. Alright. I bet you have a nice car. Oh, see, it happened again. It fucking happened again. Your teammates are backing up, and then you're like a few steps ahead of them. This needs to be something you pay attention to a lot more. You got forced because of it. I think maybe you hold too close to your teammates. If you play it like a bit of a longer leash, you can react to them like backing up and stuff, you know? But I have a nice pineapple in my fridge. No, I don't have a pineapple. If you want to know what's in my fridge, look at my Twitter. All that stuff I bought today. It's like cottage cheese, steaks, chicken. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, a salad. And then I've got some fucking walnuts, avocados. Say steaks? Yeah. I spent a fuckload of money on steak today. I was experimenting. I bought like the most expensive steaks I could find. Spent like $40 on steak. Alright, so you guys are just kiting, trying to get Uber. Since they don't have second point yet, you can kind of afford to just play back and heal up. Because that's like, that's at least like, I don't know. Yeah. Color me impressed. Do you cook or does a roommate cook? I make all my own meals. If I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, would it be steak? No. It would probably be like... probably be some sort of Mexican food, honestly. Or like an omelet with steak in it. I think the best meal ever would be an omelet with steak, peppers, mushroom, cheese. Yeah, that'd be probably the best. So I keep noticing this habit you have of not looking at the people that are shooting you. I just throw steaks on a pan. Yeah, that's what I did today, to be honest. I don't know. I think you say you're jumping to like predict surfing, but there's no soldiers there when you're doing it. So that's why it's bothering me, I guess. Thank you, Taco. KB, don't you think it's a bit hypocritical to not approve of eating bunnies, but you approve of eating steaks? So there, that death. That was something where you could have heard the soldier jumping, just using your ears, you know. Whenever I hear a rocket off in the distance, like from a side angle, I will turn to look around into the sky for a soldier, and you'll notice that you'll find people. You'll find soldiers jumping a lot more often if you just pay attention to those sound cues. So there, yeah, there you heard a classic crits line where the medic, like, they pop, and you heard it off to the right, and I would almost always expect that to be crits. I'm pretty sure that voice line only plays when you crits. So I, like, always know if the other team crits is if the medic doesn't mask it. Did they remove dominations from all comp configs and matchmaking? They removed it from matchmaking, yeah. Cows are asking to be sliced and diced? Alright, that's controversial. Do I use DX9? Yes, I do. So you got good heals on your demo there. I think your scouts could make themselves a little bit easier to heal. Because, you know, if they are on the roof, you don't want to just run straight up to them. You kind of want them to be jumping on and off the roof towards you, which is why it helps to, like, go over these mids with your team and kind of talk about which positions you're going to be in, so that the scouts kind of know where to, like, lean towards. Oh man, that was actually a good milk. I like that you didn't pop your crit or pop your Uber immediately when they popped crits. You only popped it when they were actually shooting at you. God damn it, dude. No exit strategy once again. There, you should have stayed at rollout. You could have been flashing both of those soldiers. And then you could have escaped when you saw that they both died. I think you spamming E a lot is a bad thing. What, are you saying medic? I personally don't like calling medic. I think it's a little bit too obvious. But I actually do like spamming voice lines as medic. I like using fully charged, and then I have like a mask bind, but I don't know. I guess it accomplishes the same thing. I don't think there's any problem with it necessarily. The only thing is it might kind of like... Oh, you guys completely keep forgetting about this crits, by the way. Only viewers seem to complain. Yeah, I don't know. Viewers complain about me saying medic all the time. Like, no one really... It's not a bad thing, really. Like, I don't even notice it when I'm watching this. Because people should be calling for medic. But he is a medic, so him calling for medic maybe is, like, pointless. But the point is, it's like a mind game. So, if he's calling medic the whole game... maybe it helps his teammates find him. But, most importantly... when he's actually masking his Uber by calling medic, they won't know, I guess. What's my mask bind? Oh, fuck. It's somewhere in my... Wait, hold on. What does it do? Is there a way to find out what the alias is? I don't know. It's in my medic configs. Call medic, then your team will know where you are. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, too. There, I think you should have stayed on the high ground. I don't think you should have gone into spawn. I think it just gives you a better position to contest from, and you can milk a little bit longer. The spawn is like so confined, and the shutter door there is like kind of a death trap, so you had to pop. But again, you could have just backed up and let your teammate that was in spawn open the door, but instead you were like leading that Uber push again. I don't know, man. Seems you have a tendency to just be leading pushes sometimes. It's a habit you need to break. Just 2 minutes left. But I think we've seen some good stuff here. I will summarize them at the end. So you guys are down 1. There's not a lot of time left. I would probably expect them to just push. So be prepared. What is the healing priority? In general, the healing priority is going to be your pocket soldier, your scouts, your roamer, then your demo, probably. The reason the demo, I'd say, is like at the bottom is because your demo should be probably playing in a way where he doesn't demand a lot of heals. Like, he's playing fairly safe so that he's defending himself first and foremost, and then, you know, when he is pushing, you heal him, but it's not like you should have to go out of your way to heal him, you know, because a demo is much more of a support class these days. Do I have a fake charge bind? Yeah, I do. I bind it to my mouse. So mouse 4 is fake charge, mouse 5 is, he says like no, and then that like masks his Uber. I don't know which voice lines there are though. Which class do I enjoy playing the most? Soldier probably. Alright, you guys are really, really, really bad at remembering they're on crits or something. Like, I don't know, man. You keep getting like you're exposed to like almost every single one of these crits, but you're just like lucky that he's not hitting you. Oof. 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 Damn. You did a 3 damage shot, you're lucky. You've never played a game where scouts or roamer get more heals. Oh, okay, 3 seconds left. So what I'm saying is, even though the heal priority, like, or the heal distribution may go higher to the demo, that doesn't mean he's a higher priority, if that makes sense. Because the demo doesn't do as much as the scouts. Does that make sense? Your scouts are the ones that are trying to like take high ground, push people, kind of like clear things out and get information by going forward. The demo may get healed more than them, but he's not a higher priority. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know. So that's the end of the demo. So here are the main things for you, Charis. One, you need to think about exit strategies on the Ubers. You're like always getting stranded at the end, and when it's like at 20% or so, you should be like, you know, it should be obvious that where you're going to be retreating from. Then I think you should be looking more at the people that are actually jumping you and like pushing you, instead of like, that'll help you to surf them or to dodge them or to whatever. Because if you know what they're doing, you can react. But if you're just always like no looking it, you know, giving them your back, then I don't know, it's just kind of random, I'd say. Then the other thing, which is probably big for your team, is you guys run double gunboats, but you don't have a scout with the combo, which is kind of fucked. That's really the whole point of the strategy, is that your pocket is more mobile, so your scouts can get healed more, but your scout is like, you're running like double flank scouts, so it doesn't make any sense. You might as well have a shotgun pocket, to be honest. Like, I'm not really seeing this guy take advantage of the gunboats, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty much it.